public advocacy and citizen science approaches should be used to establish or create awareness with regards to the benefits and associated challenges of FIGG, regardless of the benefits it brings to society. People should still be aware of the challenges it might cause in the future, because their private information has been sent into a database, and it might be used for what they might never think it will be used for. So I think your point is very, very valid here. And I don't know if there are any cases that FIGG have been used to solve in recent times that we could relate to.
Okay. In the case of James, under James, through FIGG, the perpetrator was being prosecuted. He was in the person of Scott Graham. 35 years after he murdered the lady, that was in 1988. And yeah, there are a lot of cases, and I'll give my brothers and sisters a chance to add up to the examples around.
Come across any case regarding FIGG?
Okay, as I earlier mentioned, it has been used in solving a court case relating to Joseph Davis D'Angelo, who committed crime in 1970s to 1980s.
The Golden State Killer.
Yeah, the Golden State
Killer.
He was then a policeman, but he was apprehended and brought to justice when he was around 72 years on retirement. So that means FIGG has played a crucial role here.
Yeah, so it's capable of helping solve cold cases that have not been attended to for a very long time, and it's capable of bringing closure to families and serving justice to people who deserve justice. Wow, that's interesting. And so looking at the benefits of this particular technology to society, let's come down to the African or Ghanaian context. Forensic DNA has yet to be explored in this part of the world, and I am looking at it from this perspective. Is there a possibility that forensic investigative genetic genealogy would thrive in this part of the continent?
Yes, it can thrive very well. That is, if we will adopt some kind of technologies and some advancements into the continent to enhance the use of FIGG, it can work. Certain things like partnering with having international partnerships with institutions of foreign countries that are developed in forensic technology or forensic science. Through that, we can bring forensic science can thrive well in this continent.
So forensic investigative genealogy thriving in the context of Africa, and let me narrow it down to Ghana, will simply be as a result of the nature of science that are being connected here. So it looks like in Africa here we have a couple of war crimes, child trafficking, human trafficking, we have sexual assault, and a couple of cases that forensic DNA technology can help solve. So it means if FIGG is well established in this part of the continent, it will thrive, because there are challenges that the technology will be used to solve.
Like the citizens of the country should know the importance of FIGG, that forensic science, before it can thrive, so that they can also submit or submit their foreign DNA or genetic information to the DNA database or genetic genealogy database, so that it can thrive well in the country.
Yeah, that's cool. I think Omar has something to add to this particular.
So in addition to what my friend said, I think that before forensic investigative genetic genealogy can thrive successfully in this part of our world, aside advocacy, there is the need of funding and resources. So if there is funding and resources to support these initiatives, then the possibility of forensic investigative genetic technology in this African context is very possible.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Does Aisha have something to say? It looks like when it comes to challenges in this part of the continent, we tend to have a lot to say. So I'm expecting a couple more challenges to be highlighted over here.
Okay, but I think they've mentioned most of the challenges, but I just have one. That is also educating and training more forensic scientists who will take up the mantle to conduct most of the research and then in the way of the FIG.
And also, infrastructure is a challenge in our part of the world. So